The Business Report, brought to you by Sky Mall Food Court.
In business tonight, we're hearing that getting the information out once a national shutdown has been announced continues to be a challenge for members of the business community. This was revealed by President of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Tricia Tannis, during a telephone interview with the Business Report. Ms. Tannis says while there was some improvement in communication during yesterday's shutdown, there was still a lag. And as a result, she says a number of businesses opened before the shutdown time could be widely circulated.
You have to make note of the fact that communication was significantly improved over previous incidents, and I think we do have social media for a large part positively to assist with that. So that would have helped with, I think, of the informal communication. The formal communication will always have its challenges in terms of availability of relevant personnel, but that's something we'll always have to speak through. We are still vulnerable, of course, to the contingent plans of the utility companies and the ICT infrastructure. That's a fact of life. And therefore, we do need to think maybe broadly in terms of how we can use satellite telephone technology, for example. Who will hold those phones, what kind of network will they have supporting them, and so on, in the event that we do have like a whole-scale communication outage.
At the time of the interview, Ms. Tannis said she had not received reports of damage to businesses during the passage of Tropical Storm Dorian. However, she says the obvious impact would be the loss of a day's trading. Nevertheless, she believes most, if not all, companies would have been on board with government's shutdown procedures.
Really and truly, we have to really congratulate not only the businesses, but also the staffing of the businesses who, for example, would have extended their opening times, particularly in the supermarket sector on Sunday, and the staff, and we really just want to extend our appreciation to them. And we lost a day's trading. This is par for the course, but thank God we are spirit of the nation, and we're back to work today.
Well, GCG Ground, a division of Goddard Enterprises Limited, has expanded its ground handling business with the acquisition of Caribbean Dispatch Services Limited in St. Lucia. In a release, Goddard says the 234 employees of the St. Lucia-based company would remain unaffected by the acquisition, which took effect on August 20th. CDSL provides a full suite of ground handling services to all the leading airlines which land at the Huanora International Airport. These include Air Canada, American Airlines, British Airways, JetBlue, Thomas Cook, and Virgin Atlantic. The president of the GCG Group, Stuart Messiah, says the company has operated in St. Lucia since 1987 through the Goddard Catering Group, and it welcomes the addition of the CDSL's employees to the Goddard's 4,000-strong workforce, and they're spread across Latin America and the Caribbean. It's time now to take a look at how the stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region.
First up, Jamaica, where Sagicor Select Funds Limited Financial was the volume leader with 12,817,758 units at $1.28 each. And they were followed by Wigton Wind Farm Limited Ordinary Shares and JMMB Group Limited 7.50%. In Trinidad and Tobago, JMMB Group Limited was the volume leader with 287,687 shares changing hands for a value of $632,293.13. And they were followed by Angostura Holdings Limited and Guardian Holdings Limited. And right here in Barbados, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was the sole security, trading 54,760 shares at $2.95 each.
On the international business scene now, farmers in Indian-administered Kashmir are struggling to make a living as ongoing restrictions continue to make it difficult for their businesses to survive.
For Mohammed Shafi Bhatt, this should be a happy time. His family's apple crop is looking good this season and will be ready for harvesting in September. But the region's lockdown has made it hard to get supplies, and laborers from outside are being told to stay out.
The laborers from outside Kashmir, the government told them to go home. Pesticides we can't get because the markets are shut. rice, vegetables. We can't even get meat for ourselves because everything is shut.
That's affecting people with small businesses, especially in farming, who are worried the restrictions on communication and movement means their hard work will be thrown away. It's a situation that's common throughout the Kashmir Valley, with most businesses staying shut. In Srinagar, carpet sellers have already stocked up for both the tourist and wedding season this month, but few have had any sales in weeks.
So many employees over here. They belong to poor families. We have to pay them. When we have no sales, how can we?
Houseboat hotels on Srinagar's famous Dal Lake sit empty. And with only local people riding a few of the gondolas, many boatmen are fishing to pass the time and catch a meal. Just before the restrictions earlier this month, the government ordered tourists to leave the area, taking with them one vital piece of the region's economy. But it's not the first time Kashmiris have suffered from work and businesses being shut down.